Alright folks, so today I'm working on building a wheel cart for my 10-inch grinder. As you can see, I still have the plasma cart right there that I haven't finished building. But I will. I will. I got too soon because I use my plasma cutter quite a bit. So anyways, what you can see is I have this spare plate of metal that I just use for cutting out scrap parts. I went ahead and cut out this piece right here, which goes on the bottom of the base plate for the 10-inch grinder stand. Now what you can see is I have the bolt heads on the inside, and what's going to happen is once I drill these holes up and through into that base plate, I'm then going to set these bolts in here like that, and then I'm going to weld these to the inside of that base plate. It'll make more sense when you see what I'm doing. And then I'll put a nut on those right there, and then that'll secure it to that little stand. I'll show you the 10-inch bench grinder I have. It's Chinese made, nothing fancy, but I got it at a school auction. One of the schools shut down, and they were auctioning off all their tools from their shop, and I got this for 40 bucks. 10-inch grinder. Not bad. Not bad. Now I will say this. This wheel right here does have a little wobble. This is a brand new wheel I just got. That one's 120 grit, that one's 60 grit, that one's for metal. This one I use strictly for tungstens for TIG welding. But I don't know if you can see, but there is a wobble to it. You'll see it as it slows down. Now I've dressed these things up before. I use a little grinder for wheel dressers. But I don't know what to do about that wobble. See that wobble right there? Then you guys got an idea, let me know. Because I've got the nut on I got the spoon on as tight as can be. So I don't know what to do on that. Let me know if anybody's got an idea. There is the grinder stand. That's the base plate at the bottom of where the grinder actually attaches to. That's where the foot goes. Just upside down so I can remove that foot. So in this portion right here, what you guys are seeing is I'm just lining up the base plate with the the stand base, and I'm just drilling the initial holes. So you'll see during this time that, you know, I should have probably started off with a pilot drill bit right off the bat, but I tried to start off with 3/8. Wound up going back down and doing the pilot hole. Nothing big. The biggest thing I will note, which you guys don't see here, is I numbered all the sides. So there's 3 sides right there, and I numbered them 1, 2, and 3. That's important for when I got done welding the bolts, which you'll see later on. But again, so just in this portion right here, all I'm doing is just drilling the holes and preparing it. That's about it. We're gonna flip this up. So these holes are a little off, but no big deal because let's see what I'm gonna do. All right. So right now I'm just using these screws, or these bolts. Let's see here. Yeah. Right now I'm using these bolts as like footers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these flush with the legs. And let's see here. Like this. Flat edge. Okay, that's pretty close. So these ones should be the same. get these. Okay, about the same. It's pretty close. Pretty close. And obviously, I just checked that one. Pretty close. Now I'm going to take this plate. I'm going to line this up. The way I want it. Okay. So, got it pretty close to where I want it. So now these holes are not exactly lined up square, but that's fine, because all I'm going to do is push this bolt up, and I'm going to tack weld it in that little hole, and even though it's not perfect, it's close enough to where then I can take it off and really weld it. So there I have my Lincoln PowerMake 216. I always use 20 to 25 CFM for everything. I know there's specifics that you can use for each thickness and all that stuff, but 20-25 seems to always give me a good weld no matter what. We're gonna go ahead and set it up and get ready to tack weld in those bolts. Alright, so I've got those just pretty much tacked in there pretty good. They're not going anywhere. Go ahead and take the nuts off. This really isn't anything structural. This isn't anything structural, so it's not that big a deal. I'll go ahead. Oh, actually, you know what? Doing the wrong side. 3 to 3. So one of the things I did do before there we go. Look at that. Boom. So one of the things I did do is I marked these 1, 2, and 3. So you want to make sure whenever you tack them in or whatever that you put them in. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in these little holes that I drilled. Alright, so here we go, grind down these spots. Now, we just flip this over. Here we go. We've got the base for our stand. I'm going to weld some wheels on this thing. And then I'm also going to paint it. And then I'm good to go. So, as you see, this is where the base is going to go. So it looks like this. Putting the wheels on. I gotta go buy the wheels. I didn't buy them yet. I should have bought them. I wasn't sure. I didn't realize I was gonna do this today. Today was just kind of a crappy day, so I decided to go in the garage and just work some things out. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. I'll show you guys the finished product. Take it off and paint it right now, and call it a day. Thanks for watching. I'll show you part 2 when I'm done.